Is this the moment when a truth long kept under wraps finally comes to light? Jungkook, who until now has been the most silent when it comes to internal BTS conflict, suddenly made a shocking confession. A brief statement in an exclusive broadcast uploaded just a few hours ago left millions of fans worldwide speechless and wondering, who exactly was he referring to when talking about a split? The statement came at a sensitive time, when all BTS members are serving their military duties and their public communication is very limited. But right in that quiet moment, Jungkook's voice rang the loudest. Not with anger, nor direct accusations, but with words soft yet full of meaning. He mentioned wounds buried long ago and decisions not made together. These phrases, though seemingly vague, ignited fuel on the already burning speculation surrounding BTS's behind-the-scenes dynamics. I asked this about contracts, trust, or something even deeper. Since BTS announced their hiatus last year to focus on individual projects and fulfill military obligations, speculation about tension among the members has continued. Jungkook, known for being the most neutral and diplomatic member, had always chosen to stay silent. But in an unexpected Q&A session on his personal platform, he answered a fan's question in an unusually somber tone. When an ARMY asked, "What do you regret most about the final days of BTS before the hiatus?" Jungkook sighed deeply before replying, "I regret not speaking up earlier, when things began to drift apart." That sentence didn't take long to go viral on online forums and social media. ARMY immediately began speculating. Many linked it to the change in moods among BTS members before the hiatus announcement. Old clips resurfaced, showing Taehyung's seemingly heavy expression during their final concert, or Jimin's statement in a documentary where he said he felt no longer in the same place as the others. But now, for the first time, Jungkook, the golden maknae, touched that wound directly. Even if he didn't name anyone, the question is, who was he talking about? For many fans, the first guest pointed to an old conflict hinted at vaguely in some of their documentaries. In 2022's BTS, Yet to Come, Suga mentioned that some things made us uncomfortable with each other. But at that time, everything was wrapped up with peaceful statements. Now, with Jungkook's words, doubts have resurfaced. Was everything truly at peace? Or has something been buried all this time? One glaring clue is how Jungkook avoided naming names, but clearly hinted at an unnatural division. He said, "I think the split wasn't because of time or distance, but because a decision was made without everyone being in that room." That sentence seemed to confirm that something happened behind the scenes, something that didn't involve all members and possibly damaged the foundation of trust among them. Could this be related to solo plans? Management decisions? Or did someone take a step on their own without group consensus? ARMY became divided. Some speculated this was about one member deciding to pursue solo activities earlier than discussed. Names like RM and Taehyung surfaced, as both were known to be active outside of BTS since early 2022. But others felt this was an oversimplification. They believed Jungkook's statement pointed to something deeper, a personal relationship fracture. Even more shocking, fans discovered that after that broadcast, Jungkook deleted several BTS group photos from his personal social media. This clearly wasn't random. Deleting specific photos, especially from their final concert and promo period before the hiatus, led to assumptions that those moments were tied to the disappointment he expressed. Was there a specific hurtful moment? Or is he trying to start over? Let's not forget that Jungkook is one of the most loyal BTS members. He has often said that without BTS, he would be nothing. So when someone like Jungkook talks about a split and disappointment, it can't be taken lightly. His words may have been gentle, but the emotional weight was crystal clear, as if a long-held wound could no longer stay hidden. K-pop. Internal conflicts aren't rare. But what sets BTS apart is how well they've maintained an image of unity, even under immense industry pressure and fan expectations. They're known for their brotherhood, for the warm laughter and hugs backstage. But now, for the first time, cracks in that image are visible. A major Korean fanbase even posted a long thread dissecting every statement Jungkook made, tying them to the member activities timeline between 2021 to 2023. That thread concluded one thing: the hiatus decision wasn't unanimous. Some members may have wanted rest early on, while others still wanted to continue, but had no choice. Jungkook also said in that interview, "Fear kept me silent, even though I wanted to speak at the time." That's shocking. Jungkook, who always seemed strong and confident, once felt suppressed within his own group dynamic. He admitted he didn't want to stir the pot, so he held back his emotions. Now, while all the members are physically apart due to military service, that distance has ironically allowed things to float to the surface. Silence became space for reflection, and Jungkook seems to have reached a point where he can't carry it alone. While Big Hit has yet to make an official statement on Jungkook's broadcast, journalists are calling this a pivotal moment. Is this the beginning of a bigger revelation? Is Jungkook opening the door to speak on things that have only existed as whispers behind their glory? Some even speculate Jungkook is preparing to launch a different phase of his life, not just as a solo artist, but as the narrator of his own BTS story. If that's true, then what happened that night wasn't just an emotional confession. It was a declaration that could shift BTS history. What's certain is that Jungkook's words carry a message that can't be ignored. A statement about honesty, about pain, and about how bonds that look strong on the surface may carry deep hidden scars. Fans now wait. Will any other member respond? Will RM, J-Hope, or Jin issue clarifications or support? Will Taeyong, who's recently been active on Weverse and has posted several cryptic messages about loyalty and truth, respond indirectly? Time will tell. But one thing is now clearer than ever. Behind BTS's years of smiles and success lies a story not yet fully revealed. And Jungkook has just opened the first page. However, after all the speculation and widespread frenzy, it's important to emphasize that the information in the above article is not true. An official clarification from Big Hit Music has denied all rumors regarding any split within BTS, including speculation that Jungkook ever made a statement about separation or decisions not made together. The agency confirms that every activity and decision made by the BTS members, both before and during their hiatus, were mutually discussed and taken with everyone's input and consent. Furthermore, there's no credible evidence that Jungkook ever deleted specific photos or made ambiguous remarks implying disappointment in any member. In fact, he has repeatedly stated in past interviews that the brotherhood among BTS members is unbreakable, regardless of distance, solo projects, or the pressures of the industry. He has referred to the group as a lifelong family who will always support each other, no matter what paths they choose in the future. Emotional narratives like the one above are often crafted by irresponsible sources to generate clicks or steer public opinion without factual basis. That's why it is essential for fans and the public to remain critical, verify sources, and refer only to official statements by the artists or their agencies. In the end, BTS remains 7 brothers who've endured over a decade together, and no fabricated narrative can divide them.